Choose your fighter, King DDD. Ready? Three, two, one, go! Game! King DDD wins! Ready? Ready? Three, two, one, go!
All right, folks, we've got our first game of the day. We've got Lem on King T for Commerce against Seminole County's Pac-Man player. Based on the stats we've seen, this is Seminole County's best player. They main Pac-Man and Steve, so definitely going to be an uphill battle for Lem, but definitely able to win. Not sure how familiar he is with this matchup, so it might be a little tricky for him. So far, Lem off to a good start. Gets hit by the hydrant. Hit by the hydrant again. Definitely a weird matchup where Pac-Man really likes to play around this hydrant, where you can place the hydrant to create space, you can use the hydrant as a combo extender. As you've seen, this is already going to be a slower than usual match for us. Not that that's a bad thing, but this matchup tends to get played at a pretty slow pace, given that Pac-Man does such a good job creating space, and he is not the best at closing that space. That doesn't necessarily mean this is a bad matchup for King King, it just means that it's an awkward situation. Lem playing this very well so far. Both players are. Unfortunately, the key is one of the strongest projectiles in the game that goes through the Gordo there. So Lem follows it up with not barely evening up the game. That first stock took 2.5 minutes. At this pace, We might actually go to a timeout, which would be insane. You make it whatever you want, man. I believe so, yeah. Last year, Whitewater fumbled the bag against Truman. They were up 3-0, and then just started playing. Yeah. Yep. Treatland's really good at adapting, but I think Whitewater is the best Rocket League team in our league besides us. But, like, the reality is for Rocket League, us, Treatland, and Whitewater are, like, neck and neck any given day. Pretty much every game played between those three teams is won or lost by a single goal. Oh, so close. Unfortunately, the Gordo hitting him upwards. Good catch with the Gordo. I'm playing a very good game of Smash Bros. Especially impressive when you consider how little time he had to warm up today. He had band stuff because they have Jazz and LGPD tomorrow, which is a very important thing for band. So he had to be at band rehearsal for the vast majority of the time. A great catch by Lem's Gordo. That grab might hurt. Fortunately, King Baby is a pretty large bird. Oh. Always annoying with the Gordo getting hit back. But Lem, again, pretty strong. And Seminole's Pac-Man takes that stop. Only 2.5 minutes left in the game. This one's going incredibly slowly. Good catch by Lem, but unfortunately, again, the way the Gordo works is that it gets bounced back. That might do it for the Pac-Man player. He may have pineappled this. Lem with a chance to bring it back. Probably not going to a timeout, given that there's 2 minutes left. But that possibility is there, unfortunately. It's not in our favor. So, we're going to have to play smart and bring this back. Lem not too far behind, but almost at kill percent, whereas Pac-Man's still pretty low. Well, no, because timeout won't work because we're behind in damage. A close game won, but unfortunately Seminole takes it. Folks, we're going to go ahead and beat it.
Choose your fighter. King TDD. Choose your fighter. King TDD. Ready? Three, two, one, go!
Alright, folks, the player from Seminole has switched up. They're playing Minecraft Steve. Lem still on King Didi. Let's see how this goes. So far, again, pretty even. A lot faster pace than last time. Definitely a rough one for King Didi here, but not terrible. Not sure if that was quite the input I was going for there with that F smash, or maybe he was just playing a little greedy. Let's see what he can do. Oh, unfortunate. The minecart not only hitting him, but reflecting Gordo back into himself. Adding a lot of knockback, and Lem is not far behind. All right, that was an interesting way to lose your stock. Just give y'all a heads up over in Smash 2. They are up 1-0 against Burke County High School. So they are up 1-0 against Burke County High School. Grant taking the first set there. Pretty even game, but with a small lead. The player from Seminole trying to create a lot of space. There's a lot of different things Steve is able to do with his blocks. You can set up specific combos. You can wall off people to create space. You can block people from recovering. A lot of cool things. Steve is a very creative character. And a great catch from Lem, two-framing with the dash attack. King Didi's big belly just landed on the man. Lem, I think, with the first lead of this set so far. That was awkward for Lem, but fortunately he did not die. Good jab combo there for Lem. Huh? We have cups. And the scoop up on that lava block is huge. It doesn't look like it should scoop up or hit in front of you at all, but it absolutely does. Both players on their last stock. Unfortunately, that interaction is not working the way Lem hoped it did. Now he knows that. Lem with a small lead still on this last stock. Just needs to try to close it out. And that might do it. Unfortunate. And it does! Excellent job for them taking game 2.
King TDD wins.
Gonna go ahead and mute while we figure out what we're gonna do for game 3. All right, folks, we're going to have Elias on the mic for game number 3.
Ready?
Hey, Coach MK, how loud does this mic get?
So you see how there's this bar right here?
So, like, if I go,
So now you're going up to like the high yellow red.
yeah. Okay.
So don't. Yeah.
Okay. So
Mindful of that.
so don't blow into the mic.
Yeah, obviously don't blow.
3,
Why?
2, 1,
Okay.
go!
Okay. So this is a matchup I'm not very familiar with. Probably better, most likely better for Steve. The best character. Obviously. called. I don't know what it's called. And also, Steve's just usually is very stuff. King D almost getting the land on this, which could do very high damage in the interaction. Looks like very good with those up smashes. Very nope. So, not going too bad. Steve seemed to be good percent, which can help down smash being very unfortunate. Almost taking the stop with the board. He's playing very nice, making sure not to trying his best not to get hit by that which does, as you can see, make like that if Steve's Steve SD with his TNT. I think he was trying to. He might have been trying to MLG and trying to get a nice one. MLG is when Steve places a block doesn't land on it somehow. No hit stun at all, so he's just able to do for a short time. Which I don't think is which is most likely can't kill percent, but still someone else, Steve, still able to kill, even though it is might seem like a pretty hard game to win, it's still very possible. So there's always a good chance. DDD seems to be making out the songs very well. It's King DDD safe.
Game.
That's stock taken for
Alex wins.
game 3, I believe. Yeah. Unfortunate first game, even though it was very well played. Almost got the clutch up there. I will mute the mic for.
Choose your fighter.
And then unmuted it? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Alright, folks, we're going to mute while we strategize for the next one. Seminole got the first set. right, folks, we're going into set number 2. For Commerce, we'll have Tegan playing his signature Terry. For Seminole, their player, Terrion, will be on Dark Pit. Looks like let's just call it Icarus, because he kind of looks like the character Icarus. That's the name of the game he's from, it's Kid Icarus as well, so that makes sense. Update on Smash 2. Logan won his set, so Smash 2 is up 2-0 against Burke County High School. Tegan off to a commanding start. Game 1. Good catch from Terry. That's going to close out stock number 1. Tried and true classic. Spam the down tilt until they hit for shield poke. See how much extra credit team can get done here. Stock. Good call out on the smash attack from Tegan. Hit not playing terrible. Good catch with them from that up smash. He's now having the Terry signature go meter active. And just raw off ledge 31%. I don't think Terrion from Seminole was prepared or ready for that at all. Another one just raw and neutral. Dude's got to be a little bit stale by now. Tegan almost gets scammed by the shield pushing off stage, but instead goes for the jab. Power geyser. That was an up tilt. Shows how much I know about Terry. Again, just off stage. Raw. Terrion really needs to close out this stock and get rid of Tegan's go meter. It is so much work. But Tegan doing a great job surviving. Dark Pit, a great combo character, a great neutral character, has a very hard time killing every matchup. You can see that Tegan's been at very high percent for a while. He's been hit by a few different smash attacks, but because they weren't specifically forward smash, he wasn't dying. Lived until almost 200%. Terrion from Seminole would need quite a comeback to bring this one back, as they are nearing kill percent on their final stop. And that's going to do it for game number 1, going over to Tegan. Good change of pace from the previous match where both players were having to play very slow and safe. Obviously not the way we wanted that match to go, but it was played very well by both players. So we got game going over here. I'm going to go ahead and eat.
Ninja.
All right, folks, we've got game number 2. Tegan swapping over to the Greninja that he's been learning. Seminoles player swapping over to Mario. Fortunate spacing for the Seminole player. Very fortunate for Commerce. Definitely a much closer game than last time around. Tegan's Greninja not quite as good as his Terry, but he has been working on it. And there's no way to improve if you don't put in that time. A great first stock from Tegan. Tegan a commanding lead at this point. Just kind of nickel and diming them. Just drive by, 15-20% combo, get out, do it again. The Mario not really able to respond in a productive way. That's unfortunately going to do it for the Mario. And a quick 3-stock from Tegan. Folks, we're going to go ahead and while we get our next match set up. We even it out at 1-1.
Choose your fighter. Duck Hunt. Choose your fighter. Duck Hunt.
Alright, folks, we're about to get underway with set number 3. Cayenne going to be playing Duck Hunt Dog for us. And over from Seminole, they're going to be playing Cloud. It's the big sword character there. Duck Hunt Dog, a very unique character coming from classic game Duck Hunt. I think the game is genuinely older than I am. But all of Duck Hunt's moves are based on the game Duck Hunt Dog, where you can... you're pretty much just like shooting gear. You just you plug a little like gun controller attachment so you can pretend like we're shooting the screen, and you would click and aim at the screen and it would shoot over there, and it was pretty cool. So you see the can of beans, that's from the game. Summoning the people to shoot, that is pretending as if it was your character. Just now you saw with that attack, it had the little crosshairs as if it were shooting. All pretty cool things from the game. One of the things I like the most about Smash Bros. Is how they do such a good job of choosing characters from their games, as long as they're able to. It can somehow lead into some subpar character designs, but so far, Cayenne absolutely going to town on this Cloud. Can of beans, discus here and there, or not a discus, it's not a frisbee. It's the thing you a birdie. A birdie. You throw the birdie and then you shoot it from target practice. That's what it's called. At least I think that's what it's called. I've only gone hunting a couple times. I'm not a big hunter, so if I'm wrong about that, someone in the chat please let me know. Yeah, I'm supposed to. If you read the guideline for how YouTube Kids works, it's supposed to be chat. As cool as it would be to have chat, according to YouTube rules, it is. No. Listen, if you want to read through the YouTube Kids guidelines, you can. But because we are playing Super Smash Bros., which is a game targeted at an audience below the age of 18, we have to mark it listed as for kids. That's the way it works. Yeah. Right, because that's what the guideline. There's a button you click. Hold on, folks. Great job, Cayenne, taking the first game. Folks, we're going to be sticking with Duck Hunt Dog. We are waiting for our opponents to select their character for set number 3. Over in Smash 2's match, Eric is currently 1-1 in set number 3 against Burt County. If he wins this game, they win the entire match 3-0. If not, we go on to set number 4. They are switching to Dark Samus. Folks, we're going to go ahead and mute and figure out how we're going to ban. Alright, folks. Kyan's going to be sticking on Duck Hunt Dog. The player from Seminole switching over to Dark Samus. And we're going to be playing on Hollow Bastion.
Ready?
Alright, folks. Let's see how this one's going to go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Interesting start from the Dark Samus, not retreating to charge up their charge stop, instead going in for a dash grab. I guess they thought Kyan was going to try to set up, they could get that free grab at the start. Dark Samus keeps going for up smashes in neutral, but that's not going to work very well against Duck Hunt Dog. Duck Hunt Dog, a very short character, and up smash does not have a very good support box. So a lot of times Kyan's just going to be able to either duck under it or just kind of run into it and not really care. Great spacing there. Good job, Eric. Alright, folks, Smash 2 advances to the quarterfinals after beating Burton County High School 2-0. I got it, Eric. Eric, I submitted it. Ow. Alright, great job for Smash 2. Folks, looking back at the match, Kyan almost an entire stock ahead. Looks like the Dark Samus player doing a little bit better than when they were previously on Cloud. Again, this Dark Samus keeps going for up smashes in neutral, and against normal size characters, that's a fine play. But against shorter characters, that's definitely not what we want to be doing. An excellent layup. Oh my goodness, looking like a whole NBA team out here. Kyan up 2 whole stops. No, it's not. Yeah, Lem barely lost. It was close. No, they're gonna, assuming that Kyan wins this, we're gonna have to pick our own person. Folks, it looks like this one's going to get wrapped up pretty quickly. Might be another 3 stock. Saw one for Tegan earlier. Oh, hold on. I almost caster cursed it. But it's not over yet. 3 stock drink is now. Alright. This Samus is going to have to play the best Smash Bros. Of their life, dodge every strong hit for the next, like, 2.5 minutes of gameplay. A very hard to ask for feat. And that's going to do it. Kyan winning the second set. Bringing Commerce up 2-1. Folks, we're going to mute while we strategize.
your fighter. Parry.
Alright, folks. Tegan's back in for set number 4. Going to go up against the Minecraft Steve player, slash Pac-Man player, from the very first set. Lem barely lost these guys, almost clutched it up. It was super close. It was a great effort from him. But they're back. Just like an infestation. We've called him the Exterminator. Please don't. That's a fruit, not a snack. All right, folks, we are about to get this show on the road. On the road again. Going to towns that I've never been.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, y'all. Tegan, a pretty decent understanding of how Steve works. Tegan's played Steve a decent bit. Nothing like super intense, but he definitely understands the character better than most people who are fighting against it. Let's see how he can apply that knowledge to close out this series of combos. Fortunate knockback from the Endo. Good catch. Steve, a pretty heavy character though, so not going to die just yet. Steve at kill percent. Going to try to use the platform to create space to mine. Steve, again, incredibly heavy character, so it takes a little longer to kill them. Very annoying for... Ooh, that was a very scary interaction for both players. That's going to... Oh, they STI'd out of it. Tegan clutching up the first stock, though. Their Minecraft player definitely understanding how to play against Steve a little bit, but it's not quite... An X! That was so fortunate. Tegan missed the tech on the platform, but then was able to get the tech off the block. But a diamond F smash is going to clean out that stock. The diamond weapons from Steve are so incredibly strong. Tegan still with a small lead. They want to make sure to hold on to it as best they can. That could have been dangerous had they actually dashed into the TNT. Eric, don't leave quite yet. I wanna talk to everyone after the match. So I want to make sure we're all on the same page for the talking credit. As long as we win this, yeah. Unfortunate. Barely ran into the TNT there. Surprised that the power guys are there. Did not pop the TNT. Again, this Steve player has a very good understanding of how they want to optimally SDI carry in order to get out of stuff. But they mess up their SDI there, and Tegan's able to clutch out that stock with a jab power dunk. Barely getting hit by the anvil there. A good call out on the minecart game to just jump over it. Well played from the Steve player to visually see what was happening and use a block to stall their landing. Tegan's got the go meter online. Let's see if he's able to get anything done with it. Definitely shreds through the blocks, but it puts Tegan in a ton of end lags. He's going to want to be careful with that one. Fortunate for us that the blocks were there, otherwise that back air would have killed. Up smash does. Minecraft player, full diamond setup. Tegan with the advantage state. Gonna have to be careful. Make sure to close this out properly. Steve is a very scary character that can just do lots of damage very quickly. Close out things early. That's gonna do it though. Excellent positioning. Both those moves collide. But because Steve is at such a high percent, they go zoom. Folks, we're going to mute while we strategize for the next game. All right, folks, if Tegan wins this, that is the set. If not, we'll go to game 3. We're moving over to Smashville as the stage of choice for the Seminole County player. Folks, this might be the last game of the day.
3, 2,
Let's see how Tegan handles the Pac-Man. Has a decent amount of Pac-Man experience, but not understanding Pac-Man as well, since he doesn't himself play Pac-Man. Other folks in our wide esports team do. So far doing very well into the Pac-Man. Looks like the Pac-Man player might not understand how to play disadvantage as well. Pac-Man as they do with Steve. Tegan unfortunately getting hit by a few fruit there. Spaced it out properly. Read the roll. Able to get a free punish. So close, slightly misspaced. Tegan still with a small advantage here. Definitely want to hold on to that lead. Pretty much even game now. Ooh, I can't believe that did not kill the Pac-Man player. Nicely done by Tegan. Catching that not so great recovery from the Seminole player. Very tight recovery. And just off stage. Almost gets two of them. Just off the ledge, stands up, hits them with it. Similar to how he played against the Mario Dark Pit earlier to get those. Very fortunate that that missed. But unfortunately, the Pac-Man ghosts do not. Tegan still with a small lead. Close one where the Pac-Man definitely could have done some kind of ledge trapping there. Unfortunately for us, they did not. Tegan had a great shield on the fire hydrant there. Melon, very annoying. One of those projectiles in the game that moves very slowly. Tegan closing out the second stock. Still decently high percent on his. So let's see how much extra credit he can get done, or if he can just get the go meter and close it out entirely. So far doing a great job getting the extra credit, evening the percents. Tegan now lapping the Pac-Man player in percent and stop. Pac-Man player, one more solid hit from them, and that's Seminole's season for them. And that's going to do it. Commerce Tigers going to the quarterfinals. Now, this is the part that gets a little awkward, folks. This is going to be a weird one to talk about, but the way it works is we have two teams in the quarterfinals. Unfortunately, these two teams are paired against each other. So on Friday at 2 p.m., Varsity is going to have to play against Smash 2 for a spot in the semifinals. East Jackson lost to Taliaferro. I called it. They lost 3-1 to Taliaferro. East Jackson lost 3-1 to Taliaferro. No. That's tragic. We're about to find out. Oh my gosh. Derice beat their not-so-great player. Quamel beat Derek. The God Steve beat Alex, and then the God Steve beat Derice. I told you that I felt like Quamel could probably take either Derek or Alex. Oh my gosh. Oh man, the mic has been on. Folks, tomorrow... Folks, tomorrow we have Rocket League at 4 p.m. playing in their Sweet 16 match. And Friday... Friday at 2 p.m. It's a digital learning day, so we're going to play significantly earlier so that we can make sure our seniors can get to the prom without issue. But on Friday, we're going to play at 2 p.m. on stream.